What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be actually showing you a meet that we had this morning with one of our prospects, and this meet went well. We ended up closing him at the end of it. I would recommend you watch through the entire thing and see exactly how we are able to close clients, because guess what? Although it takes a lot of volume and a lot of discipline and a lot of consistency to actually get people to be willing to hop on a meeting with you and for them to even be willing to hear you out with your services, this is a great exemplar to show you how it's always possible. So I'm going to show you exactly how we closed this client and how you guys can too. We pretty much give away our entire agency. Click the link in the description. We have every single material, tool, resource that we use, including access to a community of agency owners that are grinding every day. I'm in there, I answer questions all the time and stuff like that. If you want to actually join the Autodidact's Premium Agency Builder, you guys can click the link in the description and then go through the Discord and you can join us, because right now it's going really well and people are winning. Join us. We're going to guarantee that we get you guys your clients, so hop in there and just join the Discord as well, get access to the free community, and just have a good time. Thank you guys for clicking on this, and I'll see you guys in the video.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hey.
Good.
Can you hear us?
All right. Yep.
Awesome.
I think you're good.
I guess we'll just hop right into it, but before we start, I just wanted to ask a few questions. How do you guys currently market there? Do you just like rely on word of mouth, or do you do like stuff in like magazines or anything like that?
Yeah. Everything that I have done historically in the traditional advertising world has failed miserably. What seems to be helpful is word of mouth, but you have to get size before you get word of mouth to be successful. And we do post generic kind of, I'm a small business. I mean, it's a small practice. So I probably don't do as much as I need to. I do Instagram posts, Facebook posts. I need to do more stories. I don't have the time to do video kind of stuff. That's what I need to expand upon there.
And do you handle the Instagram posts yourself, or do you have someone do that for you?
I farm it out. I got a little bit more cost efficient. It's not perfect, but it's what I got right now.
Is this like is this a med spa, or is this like your private practice, or is it kind of like a mix of both?
I have a medical practice, and then separate and completely unrelated to the medical practice is a med spa, but it just happens to be next door. The medical practice, I don't want any help. It's not that I'm busy enough, but I'm concentrating on the aesthetic practice.
Who and why, the problem, our solution to this problem, and our offer to you. We're a team of 2 digital marketers based in New York City. We work with med spas, like we said, and usually we help them advertise for Botox and dermal fillers, but we're pretty much open to doing any med spa services. We've done other stuff for some other clients. We specialize in one service in particular, which is just channeling local demand into your business through Facebook advertisements, converting the leads that we get from Facebook into booked appointments set in your calendar. We operate on a pay-per-show basis, meaning we're not going to get paid until we deliver your clients to you. Honest business is the best business, so we're going to be pretty transparent with you and let you know that our agency is in its infancy. We haven't worked with too many clients in the past, only 1 or 2 other people before you. I do think this is good though, because I think it allows us to focus more time exclusively on your business as opposed to working with, all these separate clients. It means we're more available to talk, and we can put more emphasis specifically on your advertisements and all your stuff. If you sign with us, you're going to have our team working 7 hours a day to bring new clients to your business. Like I said, you're going to be our complete focus and priority. Our mission is to help med spas acquire more high quality leads that will produce massive revenue growth over time. And our goal is to do all of this under your med spa's branding. We don't want to change your brand or anything. We want to run everything under your vision. These are some of the current problems that we see with med spa's marketing. So number 1, there's no systems or automations in place to consistently generate new leads. I think that most med spas generally rely on referrals, and that's not a good way to get new clients in over the long term. The other thing is most med spas are great at providing their services, but they lack marketing and sales skills. You can risk putting too much money into marketing without ever guaranteeing results. And we're here to fix this. We'll bring you 12 new clients minimum every month, or we don't get paid. So hypothetically, if we brought you 11 new clients, we wouldn't get paid anything. And like we said, we don't just get you leads, but we bring prepaid appointments straight to your calendar. So when we say we get you an appointment, that only counts after they've come in for their initial consultation. So how are we going to deliver on this guarantee? So using the Omni framework, which Tyler will go over, but basically we optimize your advertising, we master your follow-up systems, we're going to implement some new strategies and we'll innovate your med spa.
I'm not sure if you're that familiar with how like Facebook ads work. You don't run ads, you just do posts, right?
Yeah, I will do posts, a rare story. Actually, I do everything on Instagram, and
Okay.
they transfer over to Facebook. And occasionally, I boost those. I get a lot of, a fair number of likes, but supposed to be focused locally.
Yeah.
I don't think they're focused locally. I don't even know if they focus the right age group, but that
Right.
was the goal. But I don't see that in results, and I don't see anything that I could absolutely point to and say, yeah, that worked.
So we've noticed that Facebook is much better for med spa's target audience, and that because they're mostly like older ladies that are on Facebook, but they're willing to spend far more money, and they usually get more units of Botox or dermal filler, whatever it is that they're going for. And so we found that that's usually the best place because there's usually younger women on Instagram, and you probably have like a younger clientele right now, right?
Yeah, we have a bimodal. I think the majority, I'd say at least 2/3 are younger. Instagram and maybe even TikTok, but I haven't entered that world. We have the younger crowd that likes fuller lips and wrinkle preventive doses of Botox to just with the goal of preventing wrinkles from becoming established.
So we found that like out of all the platforms, Facebook is by far the best from like Facebook feeds and stuff. And yeah, so we basically run like an advertisement where we have this is like an ad creative that we made for body sculpting offer. You guys don't do that there, right? I don't know if you guys do body sculpting.
We do, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's great. So we found success with this for somebody else, and so we kind of have like we have certain methods that we use. We lure in your target audience by using persuasive words, and we have a good system for that. We use like limited time offers to create scarcity, like exclusivity. We say like only the first 10 people to claim this could come through, so it's sort of like it makes it more desirable. Just an overview of what the system looks like so you know exactly what we'd be doing is we'd be running an ad on Facebook, and then from Facebook, when they click on claim offer, right, they then enter their email, their name, and their phone number. So that's how we capture their information on Facebook. And then from there, we actually do an appointment setting call with them. So we have an appointment setter that's really good at talking to the sort of med spa's target audience. And she calls up leads, and then basically we lock in a $30 prepaid deposit because we want to make sure that they actually show up.
Okay.
And then we'll sync our calendars. So I don't know, do you use like a Google Calendar or a Calendly or something like that, or do you have a software
for scheduling our patients?
Yeah.
We have I use Aesthetic Record.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I've heard of Aesthetics Pro. I'm not sure. Maybe it's something like that. But
I could send you a link and you could run through it just to see what it looks like on their end.
Yeah, essentially we would sync our calendars together so that when we book them in, it would show up in your calendar. And then from there, we'll do the utmost. We'll send them reminders as well, just to make sure that they actually show up after locking in the $30 deposit. And then they show up. And by the way, when it comes to that $30 deposit, that'll go straight to your bank account. And so even if they don't end up coming, you'll still get that. And we'll connect like a Stripe account into our software, and all this will just be kind of seamless. And then again, not until they show up, will we actually be able to get paid. So that's why I kind of put the money symbol there. And that's how it works. A lot of agencies, what they'll do is they'll charge you right after they run the ads, or right after they capture the lead, or even after they book the appointment, but we only charge after they show up, just to make sure that you're profiting before we're profiting. So it has to be fair, basically. Does that system make sense to you, or do you need me to clarify a bit more?
The gestalt is fairly clear. Once they get, there's that $30 deposit, which would be, $30 that goes to towards their service.
Yep.
And then I get paid by them. And the question in my mind is, how do you know they've shown up? Ultimately, when do you?
It would
get
be
paid?
it would be like this. We'd bring them in to you do an initial consultation, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd bring them into your initial consultation, and then we'll have them booked in your calendar. They'll then show up. From there, whatever you're able to sell to them, whether it be a certain amount of units of Botox, they would go through with that service. We sync calendars, and then we make sure also like we have ways of messaging each new lead that we have that shows up. Yeah, because they're all going to be in our CRM, our software.
Okay, so you would be and again, I'm old school, and you could see that I'm not 20 years old anymore. I'd essentially make you a quote unquote secretary, so you could be part like an external secretary in my office. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'd be able to manage everything from within our software that we use. Just to move forward, these are just an example of some of the follow-up texts that we do. We just make sure to follow up constantly so that they're always aware that, they've booked their appointment. Yeah, so we constantly do this. We have automated systems in place to send out messages almost every day to make sure that they're going to show up. We take them into this page, and then because there's a funnel that we have created, we get to pre-qualify them. So they put in if they're going to get Botox or dermal fillers, which for you it'll be different because we'll see whatever service is best for us to market for you. And then we'll ask them, just do you have any major health concerns so that we could pre-qualify them? Because some people are just not good enough. Like, they have health problems. Maybe you're not able to work with them. And so we want to make sure that we pre-qualify them before we bring them to you. So they're high-quality leads. We'd book them into a calendar that we synced, and then we'd have a page for them to input their card information, and they'd pay $30, and that'd go straight into your account. And that'll be deducted from their treatment, like we talked about.
Okay. And that means I create a Stripe account with you. Or through you?
Yeah. We have like a onboarding process. It makes everything really simple. It's easy to do. So it's They rarely don't show up because when you lock in $30, you're pretty much obligated to be there. I'm not sure if you guys do this, but just to walk you through some other strategies. Have you worked with any local maybe spas, and maybe you helped each other get clients, just because it's a really easy way to bring in people that like similar services? Have you done that?
I have. We have coordinated with a couple salons. No other spas, because most of them are competitors, but salons that may have like a Botox evening, or we might do have some agreements with some local spas, salons, excuse me. The problem with that was that those relationships kind of died with COVID. That hurt us a lot.
So I don't know if there's anything else, but we'll definitely look around, and we'll make sure to if we could connect you guys, it'd be great, because that's a very good way to add some money to the top line instantly, pretty much. And then also new strategies in terms of we wanted to talk about just the retention, your client retention. I talked about this on the phone with you, but again, these are clients that if we bring you these guys, we don't take any commission. They could come for years in the future, and we don't take any commission. And then also, so I saw that you have 10 Google reviews. We could definitely also help you get your Google reviews bumped up, because that's usually a good sign of a good med spa. And so have you focused on doing any outreach to your
that is
database?
One thing that I keep on wanting to kick myself in the ass.
It's so with our software, it's really easy for us to send out automated blasts. So maybe if you have a past client database, we could just kind of ask them to come back in by giving them a discount, so that they'll come back in and they'll give us a review. And then also we could do it with the people that we bring in. We'll ask them after their service to leave a review, and we could just make sure that we bring up that number.
You just offer if you leave us a Google review, we'll give you a 20% discount on your next thing. Something simple like that.
This is database reactivation. This is basically when we go back. Do you have a client database, or how large is your client database?
I honestly don't know the active part, so forgive me on that end. My database is probably I'm thinking about 800. I would say a large majority of that is not active. Keep in mind that we had a bigger outreach before COVID.
We could obviously reactivate your database, bring people back, and this is again another great and simple way for us to bring in clients. So we could bring in old clients and get you new clients. And also, let me put it this way: best case, we'd get you more appointments set, and the money starts flowing in. Worst case, you tell me I suck and you don't pay me, and you still get a team of social media marketers working 7 hours a day for you. And both options are risk-free for both of our safety, but the only thing guaranteed not to help you is to walk out of here today with nothing really. So just to show you a little stack of how much we have in this, this is just to show you everything that we do. We have marketing campaigns that we manage and run for you. We also have our CRM, our customer relationship management software, to nurture your leads. And then we also have the copywriting creation, which is just the words that we include in the ad, all the sort of persuasive words that we have in there. The ad design creation, we design our own ads and we make them look really aesthetic. The referral systems that I just talked about, the retention systems, the review systems, and then of course 100% focus on your med spa and local area. And then the Omni guarantee, which is pretty much priceless. And this is the total value of what that adds up to usually, which is usually a good idea of how much we make people. And then we only charge 1497 only after we get you the 12 plus clients. So are you aware of ad spend and how ad spend works, or no?
That's a company ad spin?
Yeah, so the money, so it's like, so for Facebook, they charge you like per impression for ads.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically like what we've done in the past is we've ran like $15 to $20 a day ad spend, and we generate leads from that, and then we book those leads in, and that's usually how it works. Is that we just make sure that that conversion is the best possible. So you're spending the least on ad spend, and you're making the most out of it. But ad spend is like, yeah, like usually like $15 to $20 a day.
The ad spend goes straight to Facebook because you have to pay Facebook to run ads on their platform.
Right.
And the reason that that's excluded from the thing is because, again, that's not something that's getting paid to us. That's just an investment you're taking on your business. If it wasn't us doing this stuff for you, you'd probably be doing it on yourself.
What service would you say would you want us most to work with? Because we have done like body sculpting in the past, and obviously Botox, derma fillers, and yeah. So what service would you say you'd want us to market the most?
Botox. What body sculpting have you become most comfortable with? Do you do cool sculpting, sculpture, M-Sculpt?
Yeah, we haven't done that much. We've done like lipocavitation.
So I use Sculpture. I find it to be mildly impressive. Okay. Never try to oversell the product. It has its pros and cons. It's clearly not plastic surgery. It's not for a morbidly obese person who wants to get, lose all their body fat.
Right.
And it's not a weight loss product.
We do like to focus on like specific services just so we could minimize the amount we spend on ads, and also like, focus them on a specific audience.
One of the things that I would like to expand mostly is, to answer your question, Botox is number one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to regain filler, but I got to get comfortable to make sure I have the employees to do that. So we could put that on the back burner for now.
What we could do is we could start off with like focusing maybe on just Botox or just body sculpting, and then we could build up, and then we could add more treatments on. We could just see, just to kind of get a proof of concept before we move forward,
Right. I don't pay anything per month.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we don't ask for any charge. The only thing would be that you'd pay ad spend for Facebook, but we'd agree on a number, like a daily number, like again $15 a day, maybe, perhaps, for example. And then we'd run ads in your local area. We'd have a radius around your area, and then we'd just run ads, and then we'd obviously do like weekly check-ins to say, okay, well, how many leads did we generate this week? How many of them did we close? And then we just do that every week leading up, and we'd want to, maybe we'd want to make ad spend more because we're noticing that it's working and it's just like a good conversion. It'd be like a 90-day agreement, just so you have like, we have 30 days to work together. But for example, just to clarify, if we got you like 10 clients on month one, right, then you wouldn't pay us that month. If we got you 12 clients or 13 clients on the next month, then you would pay us that month, and that's how it works. So the payment is by month, but it would just be a 90-day agreement just to make sure that there is time to get the proof of concept.
The challenge on it, and it sounds horrifying, but the challenge on my end is I have to really cut down on spending. And you were talking about the ad spend where it could be 10 to 20 per day. So that's, I'm looking to cut $100, $200, $300 per day. And that's adding $100, $200, $300 per day. And I understand it's just a 3-month trial to see proof of concept.
Mm-hmm.
But what is, even $10 is, $300 a month. 20 is $600 a month, if I'm correct.
Right. It's kind of a return on investment. You
right.
Yes, you spend
all of this is,
yeah, which is why that's kind of how it works. And then that's why I wanted to make sure whatever we're marketing, like you said, I mean, it's obviously good to get a lot of Botox clients, and those are people that come back, especially. That's the best part about that. But we could do whatever treatment you want, whatever service you want. And what I'd say about that is, again, that's why we want to take it by the week, by the day. And also it's important to know that, again, this is a return on investment. The reason you do the ad spend is because there's an opportunity to spend, let's say, $30 and to get a client that's worth $1,000,
What about you mentioned a 90-month agreement, and then starter, quote unquote, starter package. If we continued this, it's say it's 6 months down the line, you might be hoping that we're well above 12 patients generated per month. You would like to see maybe, hey, this is actually growing and getting them 30 patients per month.
Yeah.
but every once in a while there's going to be that, who knows, only 2 patients or 3 patients in a month.
Right.
What's the agreement moving forward?
Again, like I said, it would just be per month. So if we were to get you 2 clients 1 month, which if that were to happen, we just wouldn't ask for any pay. I mean, you'd pay the ad spend for that month, but we wouldn't ask for anything. And then if we got you the 30, we'd also still only ask for the 1,500. So it would only be, we'd just stick to this fixed fee.
Is there an expectation of a minimum that you want me to pay on ad spend? I don't know what Facebook's rules are,
The
but
minimum would just be like a $15 per day, I would say. We'd move depending on what we see. We're going to find out is we're going to want to go up just because it's doing well. So we'd want to sort of amplify it.
I need to find $500 for the next couple months, right?
I would take it by week really. So yeah, but yeah, it'd be $15 a day would be a good starting point.
And then how do I pay you?
We'll send you like a Stripe invoice basically that's super easy to do. I'll just send like an email invoice, and we'll do that. We'll just do that after we get you the 12 clients. We have like an onboarding process that tells you how to do this. So like for example, the setting up of the Stripe account, all that stuff, that's super simple. We'll send a Google Drive over that has like everything in it that you need. You could just follow the directions. And then also we have like a little survey that just asks you a few questions that we need before we get started, just to make sure we make like the best quality ads so we can maximize the ad spend and everything. So yeah, we'll send you a folder like right after this as well, and that will have the contract in it, and it'll tell you how to sign it. Everything will be in there.
All right. Do you want to plan on talking tomorrow about moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you want and whenever you're free, we'll do like an onboarding call, but I would say maybe just complete like the steps in the onboarding folder, and then after you do that, we could just do a call immediately when you're finished, and you could just text us whenever you're free, and we could schedule another call. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Just to give you a little rundown, link in the description. You can join the agency builder, get access to be able to talk with me and my partner and everyone in there. And we're going to get you guys your first clients. And if you already have your first clients, we'll get you more. We're going to build this together. It's awesome. So yeah, join agency builder, link in the description, as well as join the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone, and goodbye.